Okay, we got the gas tanks off. What are you doing now? You finger fucking what? Oh, they're gonna ban my video again. Oh, I better stop and redo it. Not too late.
You were wondering where that goes, so that.
Yeah, I figured it went to the ignition switch. It does. I was hoping it didn't go back to this because I didn't want to go back to the coil mount. This would be the other terminal block on the bike.
So there's two.
They didn't say it was under the coil, and it doesn't look like that in the comic book. There's your comic book right there. Okay, well, the other problem is the switch is wrong, so we still got to work on this. So we didn't get the switch yet, so we at least now can see that. We can see what they did to the frame up here when they cut it. So it doesn't look like they raked it any.
What is that?
It's all the reinforcement they cut out of it.
Oh.
It doesn't look like they didn't rake it, but why they butcher it so much? Yeah, the triangulation right here is gone. That ties it all together, so it doesn't, warp and flex so much. So they cut that out. They cut this off, and then they welded this back on. These ones here look like these are stock, so they never cut the back. They only cut the dash mount off. That's kind of stupid. So lots of customization going on. All right, we'll be back. Phone's ringing again.
This was anticipated.
Okay, so we're back to taking the switch off now. Where's that new one I just got? There's a new one we got. Stinking Tucker. Tuck them, we'll clean up the rest of it. Here's the switch. Hey, this one's not opened yet. What's up with that? Oh, I scratched it. Oh, this has got the early and late lid. We're going to leave the late one on it. See, if you want a modern bike, you got this one. If you want a real bike, you got this one to put on it. But I'm not putting it on it. It's too much work. Okay, so we got a 5-wire. So you got 2 in the front. See how that's made different than yours? See? 3,
This
2.
is that one.
Okay. This doesn't get in the way of the dash cover. Where's the dash cover at? Back in the box?
Yeah.
Which
You're
box?
right there in the top of it.
This one?
No, right there in front of you.
All right.
There on the right side.
Right in front of me. Underneath something else. So now, instead of having to switch like this, where it hits right there, it goes in like this. And that's why I use a 5-wire. See how it clears? You don't have a problem. 6-wire, which is your light switch, that one always hits. And the only reason they didn't melt everything down was they didn't have it connected to anything, but they also didn't have everything else connected right either. So there you go. So we're trying to lose those. Now, actually, we got all new wires. We got all new screws except for the ones that mounted to the plate. They had
There's only 3 of those.
Well, and that's these 3 here.
1, 2.
So we have to find more of those. And we didn't have any, no spacers. Okay. This has a number on it. Look at that. Okay, so we're gonna have to have another screw. Okay, give me 2 of those. Put one on each side. Where's the screwdriver we had out? Use that. Okay, yeah.
Just trying to get it started there.
Here, lift it up a little bit. See if you lift it up above the top and then get the screw to start it. Okay, give me one on my side over here. Stick it in the hole. Stick it in there. Does it fit? Okay, roll it around. Lay it down. Let the screwdriver do its job. Okay, got it in the hole there? Okay. There you go. Okay, bring that over there. We got to find our junk box. You put all the screws back in there, didn't you? Now the small ones always go to the bottom.
What's Alan
Allen screws on the sand today. Okay, pull this one up. Pick it up. Don't rip the front of the box. Just replace it. Put it back over here. Get this crap out of the way. Okay, lay it right over there.
Dumper.
Stuff out of that hole right there. That's the one we need. You just dropped on the floor.
That's a little dinky.
Yeah, it's too small. Need something like this size here, I think, but smaller. Where's the sample at? Need something shorter though. Need another long one. That's too big though. Alright, we'll get through there. We'll find something.
Oh,
Go see if it fits the dash. If it fits the dash, we're happy. Here's the original. This is what I got.
yeah, I think it's too big.
Too big?
I think so.
Pick it up a little bit like that. Get it started. Nothing?
Mm-hmm.
Is it going in, or are you forcing in, or what?
Yeah, kind of forcing this off.
Well, why don't you look at the threads? Is it coarse or fine? Do you even match the threads
I
up?
think it's too big.
No, it's the right size.
Same threads too, huh?
Looks close. Where's the other screw? What would you do with the original screw?
That's it.
Where's the one you got?
That's it.
Lay them together. Stack the screws together. Across each other. Like that. That's how you check to see the threads are the same.
Oh yeah.
The threads look the same?
Yep.
Okay, diameter looks the same. Put it in the bottom bag. No lock washers anywhere?
Nope.
Oh, we'll have to dig those out later. I'm gonna do a mock-up. Takes hours to put dashes on the bikes correctly. You're gonna have to adjust them up and down and front to back and all kinds of different directions to get stuff to line up. Okay, get one over here too while you're at it. Okay, now we got this wire here coming out. This one that was disconnected, we didn't know what it was. Looks like we're getting a switch fell out over here.
I still don't feel comfortable about that screw. It seems to be going
No.
not in there very
Once you
easy.
jam it in there, it's going to be committed to that one.
Okay, so let me get a.
Okay, where's this going to? This goes to our coil. So I need to pull the coil off to see what's going on with that.
You said you got a chrome coil, right? I already have a cover for that. Why don't we just use
Oh
that?
yeah, we do have this new coil for. Where did we do that new coil? Where's your box of crap at? Yeah, right over here.
Oh, let's use the- yeah, why don't we- coil.
Because we already bought the coil for you.
Well, I got the cover at my house.
It doesn't matter. You already bought the coil, so you're getting the coil. One new coil.
Pretty.
It looks a lot better than that yellow piece of crap there. Look at that. Big improvement. So we'll get that put on there too. All right, you force that thing in there yet?
Yeah, that one's forced.
Okay, so it always goes back with the back hole over there?
Yep.
All right, so you make sure it always goes back. Okay, don't get them full tight, just bring them down, because we'll have to do some playing with that anyway. You need to put some foot lock washers underneath those heads, so you have to dig through the lock washer box up front and find some lock washers.
Somebody will do that now.
Yeah, you can do that right now if you want. I'm gonna pull the coil off. I gotta figure out where all the wire goes so I can hook it up on the switch correctly and make it work.
That's a little dinky.
It's dinky.
I think I'm gonna grab one of these.
Put all the screws back in the
Yeah.
box again when you're done. Okay, I need a
Half-inch.
little crescent wrench or something. Probably crescent wrench. Pull off back here too. Alright, so I'm going to change out the coil over here. Let's get the tripod out of the way a little bit. Jeez, that's tight. So we're going to use a favorite tool around here. Well, I would use a hammer, but it would break stuff if I did. So. Okay, so this is one wire. Where's this one going to? This goes down to our point, so this is our point wire. So this other one must go to the, somehow goes to the battery.
I found 4 of them.
All right.
So should I just put it on there for right now? And just
Well, we need to put one gas tank back on the bike, so we can lay the dash on the bike and see what the switch will be. So if you want to get one tank, you can do that.
You want the
But I'm working on the wiring, what I'm working on first. More than
Get the
likely,
one
we're
that I
gonna have
ruined.
more than likely, we're gonna have to move that up a little bit, I bet. I gotta pull this out to see where all the wires go to. Alright, one coil off. Got oil on it already, pre-lubed. Look at that fancy coil. There, that's like a Harley now, see?
I might take that fucker off, put it on my 63.
You put the yellow one back on this bike?
Yeah.
Borrow the coil.
He's got one of those long ones too.
Is it 63 or 12 volt? Or is it still 6?
6 volt.
Different coil. I have 63 coil just now. Okay. Look at all the custom wiring we got going on. Okay, so now we get to figure out where all these wires go to. These look like they've been in here for a while. Okay, this is our hot wire. Goes to here. It's a black wire. Okay, there's a black wire coming out of the harness. That's this one right here. Is that the black one?
That looks black.
Okay, that one's our hot wire. So the ignition was not hooked up to anything. It went to this terminal over here that was not connected to anything. Okay, so that's our hot wire. So that comes off the ignition switch connector. I'm not sure which one's going to be ignition, this one or one of the ones in the back. We'll have to figure it out here in a couple minutes. Okay, so that's ignition. So we know where the ignition
So
wire is.
that's black with the white straps on it?
Correct. That's the one that goes to the coil. Okay, now what's the other color we got? A red one, a green one, and a yellow one maybe?
We got a red.
Red is
We
here.
got a green and a yellow.
Okay, this would be the green. Green is going back to our rear fender. That's easily tail light. Red goes down to here. I like how that's been see how this got pinched between a wire and one of these posts at one time? So that's always good for it. Okay, that goes down. So that's red. And then red goes down here. That might go all the way up the front. Black, I'm not sure. I'm guessing red's going to be our hot wire. Okay, what else is going to that terminal red? It's going forward. So it goes into this harness here, which is...
Goes down and back. The big one.
Yeah, but where's it going to from there? Can't see. Give me a flashlight right over there.
Turns back this way, huh?
Yeah. It's going across over there. So we got a brake switch on that side of the bike?
That we do.
Okay, this is supposed to be in the front of the bike, not the back of the bike. This goes up front where you're up there on that side. So that's our brake light. Okay, so that has to come back around over to this side of the bike. You have to get the bike up in the air to get all that where it needs to go to. Okay, so this is our tail light, which makes sense because it goes back in our harness. Now, coming out of the,
So it was just hot in the
yeah,
ground?
usually the red's tail light and the green is the tail light. So you got brake light, tail light. So we have to put power to it to see if that's actually what's going to happen back there, because you do have a tail light back there. We assume the bulb works, but we don't know. Okay, now this is our green wire. Okay, green and green is going together. So green would be lights. So this wire up here should go to our lights. What's it connected to? Nothing?
Nothing.
So green is going to be for lights.
Ignition, lights.
Ignition and lights. And then we got an idiot light is yellow, so that probably goes to oil pressure. So here's our yellow. Yellow is going down into this harness here. That's powering up the brake light. Doesn't make sense. Why would I be doing that? Yellow going down into our green wire. Where'd the other wire go to that we had? There's our green wire. Green goes right back to tail light. So this red wire
We're saying that's the
here
brake.
goes down, comes back up, goes to here, turns into yellow. So yellow is powering on the brake switch. But why do they got it connected into the oil pressure? They got it hooked to the oil pressure. That doesn't make sense. And the red one here must be from the battery. Red. So where the hell's red going to? It looks like it just ends right there. There's another red wire here. It goes into the other one there, which goes across. Probably goes to the regulator. And this red one here is my positive terminal wire, which is correct. Okay, so this is our battery, which makes sense. This is lights, this is ignition, and this is brake light switch. What we don't have is an idiot light switch for the other one. Now here's our idiot light switch for the battery. I mean, if it's generator, that's here. Now this one should be our generator, our oil pressure switch, but that's not, it's not connected to it. So over here, okay, we have the wire right here. Okay, what's this wire here? I have to get the flashlight and look down in there. This one up on here is our brake, is the switch. Where's that circle around to?
Goes up into this. Up to the terminal.
So they might have that hooked into the brake switch system, maybe. I'm not sure. Either way, I don't think it's connected correctly. Let me see the light.
So it goes right up in the big one?
Yeah, it comes right back up into here. It's back into the yellow. So maybe the yellow one is correct. We'll have to see if it's connected to anything else. Okay, so we have to put power to all this stuff to see what it's actually going to do. So we're going to have to hook up power to that switch at some point.
So normally all of them, all the 50s bikes, do they have the little terminal there too?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, they went to this post design in 47, but I think this came out a couple years later, that terminal strip, but it might be 47, somewhere in that time frame. Definitely in 58 it's there, and up into the 70s they had it too. Okay, but this one here, I'm not sure if this is connected correctly, because it looks like he's got they're powering this up in two different locations. And this hole is going to keep falling out unless you glue it in. So
I was looking at it.
get some more of that elephant snot you used on the other thing and glue these up in there so they stay up.
You want to do that now or wait?
No, let's get the wiring figured out. Okay, next thing is we got to figure out how we're going to connect the switch up. So we got to pull the book out. Now we know where the wires go. We've got to figure out which terminals go where. Okay, there's our switch. Okay, red is our hot wire, goes in the number 1 position.
So those are marked.
It goes to the horn full time. Doesn't make sense. Green, red. Green goes where? Where does the green go to? I got no green. Let's see, 3rd position. Yeah, shit, what color's that in blue? We don't have blue. Black. Okay, black is on the top of the switch, I think. Okay. All you really need is know where the hot one goes, and the rest is pretty simple after that.
Just turn on, ignition, turn on,
Yep.
ignition lights.
There you go. You've done this before, haven't you? Okay, now we need to get up to here without shorting anything out.
You got it already hooked up? No.
Looks like they jammed up this way behind the dash cover, which is dangerous because it can short out in that way.
There's a hole up here.
There's no grommets on anything, because that's a,
Oh, is that what should have a little grommet?
you should have something for chafing.
Right. Rubbing and,
Yeah, you should have some kind of protection on your wiring.
it just doesn't like to stay up in there.
No, it'll fall out in a heartbeat, it just won't go back. Okay, where's our black one at? So somehow we gotta get this all the way back over here. And I'd rather not have it.
Isn't this supposed to route like underneath there also?
Yes, that goes underneath that. Why is that up above?
That's the way it was.
Well, that's because this way it got put back, it's not the way it was, it's supposed to be. Run this up through here, this is go right to here. That's gonna go right to that position. Okay, go ahead and unscrew that one.
Got it?
Put it back. There you go. Okay, just leave it loose for now, I got a position in the wall. Okay, that's our red one, right? That was red we just put on?
This one?
Yeah.
It's not red, it's,
What did he put a black one up there? You dumbass. Got it. Don't lose that. That was supposed to be the red wire, not the black wire. Okay. What do we got here? Wire's not gonna like me too much. Okay, get it going. Okay, go ahead and tighten that on down. You got to pick up some grommets from the grommet store. To get these things insulated somehow. If you don't insulate them, we're gonna have problems. Okay, there's our hot wire. Okay, we should have juice now. Okay, where's the test light?
last time I saw, oh, here it is. You gotta hook it up though.
Okay, we're gonna hook up our battery. No arcing yet, it's a good sign. No arcs are good. Okay, we've got a ground someplace. That'll be a good ground. This should be hot. Oh, we got power. Okay, dead, 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 dead. Perfect. Next position.
Whoa. Ground it
That
out
is
somewhere.
dead short. What the hell was that all about?
Straight to ground.
Okay, what's around that switch? Anything? I think this was connected up on our side.
Oh, so it's touching?
This is going to ground, whatever this is. This is go into this switch right here.
Hmm.
This was underneath the ignition switch, and it's got that post under there, and it was arcing on it. That's why it wasn't a steady arc, it was a floating arc. Making that spaghetti noise. Okay. And we're shorty now. Okay, first position. Ignition's right there. And that one's not doing anything. Next position. We got lights there. Ignition and lights.
So lights will be considered backlights or rear lights and front lights?
Okay, we got two light wires. You got the front one and the back one are lights. The ignition's only right here. That's the accessory terminal, so if you want to have your cigarette lighter.
Stereo?
Yeah, your stereo and neutral.
Hmm.
It doesn't work when the bike runs though.
Hmm.
So yeah, you can only have the stereo working when you have the ignition and the bike not running. Yeah, that would work. Works for me. Alright, so that's an accessory terminal. Only works when you have no power to anything. This one here was lights. And this one up here was lights. And this one's ignition all the time. Ignition, ignition. So we can use these two for lights. This is ignition. We're not going to use the other one. Okay, disconnect the terminal off of the battery there. Always disconnect the battery when you're done so you don't keep arcing shit. So now we know where things go. Okay, so I need the green wire was our light. So that's going to go up to here.
Okay. Here's the wall.
The red one's going over there. Where is the, what was this one here? This is the read light?
Yeller.
Okay, that one we don't know what it's going to do yet. Okay, go ahead and give me some power. Okay. LED lights coming on?
Yes.
Okay, so LED lights working. So that's your oil pressure. And we don't know if we have any light power or anything else. Okay, that's on. Okay. Go ahead and disconnect me. Okay, so we could have this wire and the ignition wire going together.
Where's the ignition?
That's a black one. It was over here someplace.
You got it. Pull it.
I'll pull it too hard, it's old wire.
Well, I don't know. That is that black?
That's black.
Okay.
So we're gonna have this come up here. Now, what's this other one here we have? This one went to which one? That goes to the, it goes to this generator. Okay, that's gonna go to the ignition circuit, which is over on that side. Pull that out. I want the black one up here. Okay, we need to do this backwards. No, I need that one
Oh.
over here. Okay, this is our generator. No, this is our, yeah, which one is this? This is oil pressure, isn't it? Generator. That's our generator light. Okay, that needs to be full time. So that's gonna, we're gonna have three things on this one post here. We're gonna be busy. Okay, this black one here, I wanna come up through that hole over there. And where's the other LED light wire at? The yellow one.
It's yellow. Goes right to the bottom of the idiot light.
That was the one that's connected to it. Start green. Yeah. Missing a wire here. Okay, this is our yellow. Yellow's here. White comes out white. White wire. Boom, boom. Running out of room in here. Those are all gonna go that way. Gonna need a screw. Need this one on. We have three wires in this one post. this one needs to come up. You, this. All the way across. Drop in the top. Like that. See it? Big stack on there. Let's get back underneath like that. Put that down a little bit. Okay, that one's in. This one's gonna be over here.
That thing springs down.
Yeah, it's just spring loaded. Okay, now we got our green wire. It needs to come back this way. It's gonna run through this
So
hole.
what side is this gonna be on? Is it gonna be like
It's gonna be across the top. We gotta get,
Oh.
we gotta pull the seat off.
right?
Then get the wrench and pull the
Okay.
seat bolt off.
Was it half?
Yeah. Just that one. This one goes across over here, like that. Goes right in the front.
So you're saying the 65 ain't that easy or different? Cause it's got so much other stuff.
Same switch, it wires the same way.
Hmm.
Just has a lot more crap on it. It has more positions. It has all that crap on the front up here, more than what this one's got. Okay. Give me a dash cover.
Yeah, this needs some work. Steel all.
That's a long-winded bolt. The washer nut. Nice. Okay, we're getting more in this open here. Yep. Okay, so I can't do it the way I want to do it. There's too much crap in the way. That's not gonna fly. So I get to reverse everything. Okay, I tried one way of wiring, it didn't work, so I'm gonna have to reverse it all.
So we take that seat off over to it.
Yeah, you can take it off. So what I did was I had the wires come through here, go across, and lay up on the switch for a relatively straight pull. The problem is that puts the wires across the front of the switch here, and that's right where the cover has to go. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the wires out and put them up through here, make tight 90-degree bends and come in from the other side. So I got to take out the green one and the black one and reverse them.
Now, do you want me to just take it out and put it underneath there and?
Okay, pick up the seat, take the bolt out. Okay, put it back in there. Okay, let me see the mark. I want to see where the mark's at. Okay, you see where the mark's right here? Where it used to be?
Oh.
There, it used to be way up here. That's where the mark is, see? And you put the bolt back in it. And you could have put some grease in there. Now, is there anything in the front of that seat? Pull that back up. Put the bolt in that hole. Okay, see how that's a 5/16 bolt? And that's a 3/8 bushing?
Gotcha.
So this is the wrong bushing. They make a 5/16 and a 3/8.
Oh, yes.
So this is made for a 5/16, and this is made for a later bike with a 3/8. Now, if you also notice how that's not even connected, that thing is broken in or seized in there. It looks like it was cut down and shoved in there. So this is the wrong part. Looks like you just put a piece of tubing in there, so that's not even correct. So go ahead and pull the seat off. It's just laying there. Put it on the floor. We'll have to fix that. So we'll have to get a bushing to go on the front of that thing to make it correct. But you can see where the wiring used to be right up in here. Don't put the bolt back up here, we don't use it. You don't know which bolt that comes out of.
Make sure this. That's not it.
See, you already mixed them up.
It's gonna be this one.
So you got a lot of extra wire here. So I don't want to force this wire so much, but
It can't be this one.
it'll be close to this. It's threaded. It's fine thread, not coarse. See, that's why you don't throw the bolt back in the tin, because you don't even know what you took out. Now, was it a black bolt or was it a shiny bolt?
It should have a washer on
Was it black? You took it out. What did it look like?
It was shiny.
Okay, so you need a fine thread shiny bolt.
It's too short.
Fine thread shiny bolt. It's the only one you got here.
Let's see. They have a lock washer on it.
Well, I'm not the one that took it out, so that's not the right one. You need longer. So where's the one you took out? You threw it in the pan. And it's the only one we got, so. And it's the correct length.
Is it?
But it should have a lock nut on there too, and there's room for a nut on it. So this is the correct length.
Okay.
There's no washer on it. It just goes in the hole.
Like a glue.
Now, is that those threads are all screwed up.
Yep. Looks like it was.
It probably is coarse thread. Yeah, it is coarse.
Yeah.
I was wrong. They're just all screwed. It's this length though.
That's the one, I think.
It probably is. It's a little bit long, but okay, so this is the one you took out of it. Yeah, that's it. Okay, that's good. Okay, so I got to reverse these two wires around. So we'll be back. You know, watch me do that. We can't even see anything. So we'll be back. Okay, I swapped out the wires. So now we got a clear gap right down through here. Here, hold on. So now the cover goes on. Trip loader. Okay, it sits on there like that. But now the problem is this bolt is way off the center. It's too far to the right. And the speedometer and the ignition switch are dictating where it's going to go. It also needs to go to the back a little bit. Can't do much about the back. We can move it over. So this is in a slotted position, so we got to do it in the bottom. Okay, where's the 5/8? Okay. Undo it. It's not loose. I should grab the socket, it'd be a lot quicker.
How far are we going to take it? Because right now it moves.
Yeah, but it doesn't have a washer, and so it's free to.
Oh!
It won't stay wherever you put it. The bolt was bottomed out. No, it's a 9/16. It's still not a 9/16. Those are halves. See the short one over there, all the way to the right?
Oh, this guy?
Yes. (9/16) quarter drive is not a standard socket. They stop at ½ inch. Snap-on makes a 9/16. Okay, see, this is made to go front to back, not side to side. The other problem was we were bottomed out. Let me see that. We were bottomed out on that thread right there because this dash pad's only so thick, and the hex was sucking into the groove, which didn't allow you to adjust it. Okay, now we need a washer for this. Where's our washer box? So, look in here for a washer. You need something relatively small and down there, but it will fit on this. That's copper. That's not too good.
You don't like that?
No,
Small
it's
and
not very
diameter.
small.
That's too small.
Grab that one right there.
This
Yeah.
one?
Curved one, right there, that one.
This one?
Yeah. You fit on there? Oh, these are 7/16. That's all right. These are huge. Put that one right there. Okay, that's it on there. Okay. I suppose there's another one floating in there someplace.
Same size?
Yeah. We're gonna slide them up a little bit. Maybe. try that. Does it fit? Perfect. Okay, so there's our two washers.
So one for the top and one for the bottom?
Yeah. Yeah, let's just slide it back and forth a little bit. Okay, so we put the one on top. Let's put the good one on top. The thing is, we can't move it over. We need to move it over. So we have to make a little adjustment on that. So let me get the adjustment tool out.
Drill?
No, drills are dangerous. You ever put a drill in an oval hole? There's probably a reason why you haven't done it. It breaks your wrist when the drill doesn't move, and the drill never does. It's interesting, real quick. Okay, cover them over with tiles or something, cardboard. Let's get a piece of cardboard for you. There you go. Favorite one. Yeah, right there like that. It keeps the chips out of the important part. Well, the hole's bigger. On the one side anyway. Okay, now we got a little bit of movement. Big washer in there. Button on the bottom. It's real common for this stuff to be made bogus because people don't do it right. Now, I'm not sure we want to be front to rear, so I'm just going to kind of go there. Okay. Where's a wrench? Okay. Good and tight. Dash cover. Far forward. Front to back is not too bad now. Not front to back, side to side. It could go more, but that's what it is.
With the ground on there, maybe that'll.
It's a little bit closer, but it still doesn't line up for squat.
A little more Dremel.
So it's all the way back, which barely would be enough. It needs to move over a little bit. So we got. Looks like we mainly got to go back a lot. So we need an adjustment tool. Resembles this one right here. An adjustment tool.
Oh, yeah, I gotcha.
It's been adjusted.
Bendable.
It lines up a little better. When we do the center bolt. Tall skinny acorn.
Well, I can truthfully say you had it last.
That's right where you left it. Look at it. It's almost like you don't have to force it now. Now we need to put a washer on here to eliminate that problem.
Mm-hmm.
Now you see how this is way high.
Right, is that correct?
Well, it might be this bolt's way low. We don't know.
Because this is going to actually be sitting up a little bit more like that, right?
It's going to sit right where it's going to sit.
Oh, well, what about the rubber piece?
Rubber has nothing to do with it right now. Okay, so I need a washer to go around here. So we need an AN washer. It fits around this. Here, hold on to that. So I'm not gonna waste time looking at that book.
Like a glove.
See? Looks a little better.
Shiny.
AN washer, stainless.
The battery is blinking.
Yeah, I know. Don't tell anybody.
This is another adjustment.
Yeah, I just made a physical adjustment. Not quite enough of an adjustment though. Okay, so now the dash is on the bike. We have no idea if it's going to fit where the tanks go. So we need a gas. It's easy to have the gas tanks on the bike. In this case, we're just going to do it this way. Except I can't do it that way because there's no bolt. I can't get to the bolt. But I can do this back bolt if you had one.
I do.
This looks like it's probably close. Okay. All right, this needs to be bent down, obviously, a little bit.
Which it looks like it's bendable too, huh?
It's a Harley. Everything's bendable. These are aftermarket. They've been really easy to get. The Harley ones have a lot more metal in them. They don't bend down so easy. Now, the problem when you bend these things, it's going to bend in two places. Right through these holes are here, or right through the holes right here. We're not sure which ones it's going to bend under. See how it's got this reinforcement here? Camera. This reinforcement here. This makes it strong. The Harley dash goes all the way around with that reinforcement. These ones don't do it. So these ones like to break right through here, over here, and around. So that's how they like to do it. So we need to push this down right here, which is going to bend it someplace. Not quite sure where, but it's going to bend it. Does it look bent?
I think it did.
Okay, see how it looks a lot more even now?
Mm-hmm.
And that actually turns pretty good. That's a good sign. Okay. So now we need the gas tank. Did you find the back bolt?
I threw it back.
You threw it back. My guess is probably these ones.
Mhm.
There's probably the lock washer on it. And there's supposed to be spacers on some of these unless they're built in.
There was no spacers.
See the spacer right here?
Oh, that's already welded
Yeah.
on?
Camera. Spacer built in. Okay, so you put the bolt in here. So the wire's in the way.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now you look to see how many threads you got.
A lot.
See, you got like a 1/2 inch of threads.
Mm-hmm.
Should be enough room to do that. Okay, that one's in. There's a crappy front bolt.
It's on the wrong side over here, Tatro.
What's on the wrong side?
This tab,
What tab?
isn't it supposed to be on the other side?
You mean the one's in the wrong spot? That's probably why it doesn't fit very well. Let go. Yeah, that's probably why it doesn't fit very well. What are you filming? What are you filming?
I'm starting to feel wheezy.
Wheezy.
Yeah, I took some medication before I...
Oh. All loaded up full of shit. wrong way. Figures. Where's my small ratchet at?
The Gorilla Glue is all, it's
Stuck to your fingers?
no, it's actually expanded now.
On the part?
Yeah, you know the Gorilla Glue, have you ever used that?
Nope.
Oh, it actually expands, so it leaves a big old giant thing of snot.
Nice. Hopefully it's grindable. I'll grind the damn shit down.
Yeah, it's hard.
Okay, there's that one in. This spool's pretty damn long. You're not going.
Oh, it's too long?
It might be the wrong thread. Don't know what the condition your bolts were. You didn't put them back where they belong, so I don't know where they're at. I always get my hardware in certain positions so I know where they're at. When I do stuff. I don't know if there's rust in those holes or they're fine a coarse thread or what's going on. They appear to be just rusty. Where are you filming? We're gonna get comments about your filming.
If you run it all around.
Oh, over here, what are you talking about?
Where the hell is he hiding? Oh, there he is.
What am I hiding at? What am I doing in the corner? What's he doing in the back corner? You gotta clean the rust out of your gas tank.
Is that what it was?
Okay, see it went all the way in now?
Mm-hmm.
Lubricant on the thread and run the bolt all the way down to get the crap cleaned out of it. So now this tank actually works correctly. Now we can do the same thing to this one, it's already mounted. So at least put the little squirtum in there. See, this is all fun stuff doing all this.
Fun, but a must, huh?
Everything on the whole bike's like this. I can't get to that damn thing. Okay, they're doing that ratchet right in front of me someplace. Get this crap out of the way that's in the way. Get this out of my way. There, I get the bolt to start now because it wouldn't start. Now I can't cheat and use the ratchet, I have to do it by hand. Now, I looked at comments, I need to get those little ratchet wrenches to do this job.
Yeah.
The only problem is ratchet wrenches don't fit in here. It's not a car where you got a lot of room to work on this crap. Harleys are pretty much tight quarters.
Tatro, I gotta drink some water or something.
Alright. You see that? You got something to, there's a glass up front, unless you got glass. Go to the bathroom. Okay, that's down there. Okay. So you need something or what?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll be back.